Spain is a country people rarely try to understand with logic. More often, it's something you feel. Through the light. Through the sound of the streets. Through the smell of morning coffee and the clinking of glasses in the evening. Life here doesn't rush, it flows. Sometimes slowly, sometimes loudly, but almost always with pleasure. Today, we'll talk about Spain without tourist slogans. Calmly, clearly, and genuinely interesting. We'll explore where and how this country lives. Why it's so diverse. How life, work, and education are structured. What defines its cities. And why so many people want to return to Spain, or stay. Spain is located in southwestern Europe and occupies most of the Iberian Peninsula. On one side, the Atlantic Ocean. On the other, the Mediterranean Sea. Which means the sea here isn't just scenery, it's a way of life. Spain borders France, Portugal, Andorra, and even the United Kingdom, via Gibraltar. Interesting fact: Spain is one of the most mountainous countries in Europe. The Pyrenees, the Sierra Nevada, the Meseta, a vast central plateau. So Spain is not just beaches. It's also snow-covered mountains, green hills, dry plains, volcanic islands. And geography is exactly what made Spain so diverse in climate, culture, and regional character. Spain's history is layered. First came the Iberians and Celts. Then the Romans, who left roads, aqueducts, and the foundation of the language. After them, the Visigoths. And in the 8th century, the Moors. That's why Spain has Arabic architecture, inner courtyards, intricate patterns, and even Arabic words in the language. The Alhambra in Granada is one of the most vivid reminders of that era. In the 15th century, Spain unified and became a global empire. Columbus, America, gold, power. But empires fade. The 20th century brought civil war and Franco's dictatorship. Only in the late 1970s did Spain become a democracy. This is important to understand. Modern Spain is a relatively young democracy that deeply values freedom, personal life, and calm. The capital of Spain is Madrid, a city without the sea, but with strong character. It's the political, cultural, and economic center of the country. About 3.3 million people live here. The currency is the euro. Spaniards have a relaxed attitude toward money. Earning matters, but living for work is not a Spanish idea. Spain's climate depends on the region. The north is green, humid, and cooler, Galicia and the Basque Country. It's often called Green Spain. The center has hot summers and cool winters. In Madrid, summer temperatures can easily reach 40 degrees Celsius. The south, Andalusia, is sun, olive groves, and dry air. The Canary Islands feel like eternal spring. Temperatures rarely drop below 20 degrees Celsius. Spain is one of the sunniest countries in Europe, and this directly shapes the lifestyle. Spain isn't the richest country in natural resources, but it knows how to use what it has. Key sectors of the economy: tourism, agriculture, automotive manufacturing, renewable energy, services. Spain is a global leader in olive oil production, citrus farming, wine exports. Tourism plays a huge role in the economy, but it's not just about beaches. It's about food, history, festivals, and architecture. Spain has a population of about 48 million people. The official language is Spanish, Castilian, but there are also regional languages, Catalan, Basque, Galician. Spaniards strongly value their identity. People here are open, emotional, and social. They talk a lot, gesture a lot, and they don't like to rush. Spain approaches education calmly but systematically. Childhood here isn't meant to be lived under constant pressure. There are 3 types of schools: public, semi-private, and private. Spain is one of the most affordable European countries for higher education. Public university tuition ranges from about €1,000 to €2,300 per year, depending on the region. Degrees are recognized across the European Union. The traditional workday in Spain starts later than in Northern Europe, includes a long lunch break, and ends closer to the evening. The classic siesta has mostly disappeared, but the culture of pause remains. Spain is a country of streets and connection. Life doesn't stay inside apartments. People walk a lot, meet friends often, and live in cafes, squares, and along promenades. In the evening, cities come alive. At 9 or 10 p.m., restaurants are just starting to fill up. Spaniards don't like to rush. This is a here and now culture. Spanish cuisine isn't about complex recipes or showy gastronomy. It's about climate, time, and sharing. Jamon is a national symbol. Cured for 12 to 36 months. Can cost hundreds of euros. Sliced by hand. Tapas are small dishes meant to share, not to fill up. Classic tapas include olives, jamon, manchego cheese, fried calamari, potatoes with sauce. Paella is a national dish made with saffron-colored rice and olive oil. Depending on the region, it may include seafood, vegetables, chicken, white wine, herbs, and spices. Spanish desserts are usually not overly sweet and are often egg and milk based. The most famous include churros with hot chocolate, crema catalana, Turin. In Spain, sports are more than physical activity. They are part of national character, a language of emotion, and a way to connect. Traditional sports such as bullfighting, Basque pelota, and rowing in traditional boats, traineras, appeared centuries ago. Football in Spain is almost a religion. La Liga is one of the strongest leagues in the world. Matches are watched by families and discussed at work. Clubs represent the soul of their cities. Real Madrid, power, history, victory. Barcelona, identity, culture, and Catalonia, Atletico Madrid, character, struggle, and going against the system. Spain is also one of the strongest tennis nations in the world. Rafael Nadal is one of the greatest tennis players in history, with 22 Grand Slam singles titles. There are dozens of professional academies and thousands of clay courts across the country. Water sports, windsurfing, kitesurfing, diving, and sailing are popular thanks to Spain's long coastline, especially in places like Tenerife. Mountains, climate, and roads have made Spain ideal for cycling. La Vuelta a España is one of the 3 major Grand Tours. Cycling is popular both professionally and recreationally. Spain is not one country with a single identity. It's a mosaic of cities, each living by its own rules, with its own rhythm, accent, and mood. Let's walk through the main cities and feel the difference. Madrid is not a postcard and not a resort. It's the working, living, deeply human heart of Spain. The city sits in the geographic center of the country, far from the sea, and that has shaped its character. There's no coastal laziness here, but there is energy, ambition, and constant movement. Madrid rarely tries to impress tourists on purpose. Instead, it impresses by the way people live. Terraces are full year-round. People talk a lot, laugh, argue. Loneliness is felt less here than in many other European capitals. Madrid is home to the Golden Triangle of Art, the Prado Museum, the Reina Sofia Museum, the Thyssen-Bornemisza Museum. Masterpieces by Goya, Velázquez, and Picasso are kept here. Yet culture doesn't feel elitist, museums are accessible and easy to understand. Barcelona is Spain with its own opinion. Catalan identity is felt everywhere, in the language, culture, architecture, and worldview. Antoni Gaudí didn't just create buildings, he created a new way of seeing the city. Sagrada Familia is the main symbol of Barcelona. The basilica has been under construction for over 140 years and is still not finished. Its forms are inspired by nature, not geometry. Barcelona is perfectly balanced: work, the sea, culture, sports. It's easy to leave the office, reach the beach in 20 minutes, end up at a concert or exhibition in the evening. Barcelona attracts designers, tech professionals, and artists. It's a city that values personal freedom, respects individuality, isn't afraid to experiment. Barcelona doesn't explain itself, it invites you to feel it. Seville is one of the most vibrant and emotional cities in Spain, the capital of Andalusia, and a place where history can literally be felt in the air. It is a city of flamenco, orange trees, narrow streets, and intense southern sun. Seville doesn't rush. People here know how to enjoy life beautifully and with pleasure. Seville has been shaped by Roman, Arab, and Christian influences, all of which are clearly reflected in its architecture. The city is home to one of the largest Gothic cathedrals in the world, Seville Cathedral. Seville is one of the hottest cities in Europe. In summer, temperatures often exceed 40 degrees Celsius. Spring and fall are perfect for walking and exploring. It is a city of emotion, tradition, and true southern character. Valencia is a city where history and the future exist side by side. It is calmer than Barcelona and more dynamic than many southern cities. There is a lot of light, space, and fresh air here. Wide streets. Plenty of greenery. The old Turia riverbed has been transformed into a park. Valencia is known for its futuristic complex. The City of Arts and Sciences, an architectural symbol of the modern city, featuring museums, an oceanarium, and cultural spaces. A mild Mediterranean climate, many sunny days, and a relaxed pace of life make the city highly attractive for living. Here, it's easy to find a healthy balance between work and personal life. Malaga is a dynamic port city located on the Costa del Sol in the Andalusia region of southern Spain. As one of the oldest cities in Europe, Malaga blends a rich history, vibrant culture, and modern opportunities for leisure and entertainment. Warm air, light-colored facades, palm trees, the hum of cafes. People don't rush here, they live. Mornings at the market, afternoons by the sea, evenings with tapas and long conversations. It is the birthplace of the world-famous artist Pablo Picasso. Malaga sits on Spain's southern coast along the Mediterranean Sea and is surrounded by mountains. A seaside city, but not a resort in the traditional sense. Very comfortable for year-round living. Mild climate. Winters feel like spring. Perfect if you want to live by the sea, but in a real, vibrant city, without the feeling of being on a never-ending vacation. Palma de Mallorca is the elegant capital of the Balearic Islands, located on the island of Mallorca in the Mediterranean Sea. It is a city where history, nature, and refined modern living come together in perfect balance. Palma feels calm and sophisticated. Stone streets, soft light, sea air, and a slower rhythm of life. At the same time, a high level of comfort and infrastructure. The city combines a well-preserved historic center with contemporary architecture, stylish cafes, marinas filled with yachts, and high-end boutiques. Despite being an island capital, Palma never feels crowded or overwhelming. Palma is not about constant movement or noise. It is about balance, privacy, and everyday beauty. Santa Cruz de Tenerife is the capital of the island of Tenerife and one of the two administrative centers of the Canary Islands. It is a port city on the Atlantic Ocean, known for its mild climate and a truly distinctive rhythm of life. Unlike mainland Spain with its Mediterranean Sea, here you find the ocean. You can feel it in everything: the wind, the light, the waves, the mood. The Canary Islands are often called the islands of eternal spring. Average temperatures around 22 degrees Celsius. No extreme seasonal changes. Comfortable living both in winter and summer. This is one of the city's main differences from mainland Spain. Auditorio de Tenerife is the city's modern architectural symbol, designed by Santiago Calatrava. This city is chosen by those who are tired of large, fast-paced cities, want calm and open space, value climate and nature. Spain is a country that doesn't try to impress. It simply lives, and that's exactly what draws people in. Spain teaches a simple but rare skill: being present. It's a land of contrasts that don't argue with each other. Noisy cities and quiet villages. Beaches and mountains. Ancient history and very modern life. Here, the past isn't a museum, it's woven into everyday life. And maybe, one day, you'll realize that you don't just want to visit. You want to stay a little longer. Would you like to visit Spain someday? Tell us in the comments.